I believe it's day 163, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go deeper. In my stories, I basically talked a little bit about the working hard equals money. Shared a few things on my stories around that belief. If you want to kind of go deeper into that, you can go to the previous day of, I think it was day 162, and that's where I tackle that belief. Now, in the theme of working hard and things being hard, I want to tap into another belief of relationships are hard. Reason why I'm bringing this up is because love and money are interconnected, and how we view relationships, how we view love for others, how we view love for self has very similar themes in terms of our relationship with money. So a lot of the times when you see how you feel about money and how your relationship is with money can be presented in certain elements of your life in terms of love. And I explained in one of the previous videos that initially, I knew they were interconnected, but I didn't know how they were interconnected. And once I dove into the astrological concepts, I figured out that basically they are interconnected because the planet Venus rules Taurus, and Taurus is about material possessions and money. There is no planet that talks about material possessions and money, but there is the sign of Taurus that talks about that, and then also the second house in the astrology houses. And so we will be diving deep into the astrology part as well, and human design, as I mentioned previously, in terms of all of this. And so back to this concept of relationships are hard. So it seems that in this day and age, for some reason, everything is hard. And I don't know who termed that coin, who created this set of beliefs, but how many times have you heard of people say relationships are hard? Making money is you need to work hard to make money. Life is hard. Healing is hard. Spiritual journeys are hard. This is hard. That is hard. Hard. And the thing is that it just kind of goes into our subconscious so deeply. It's so deeply ingrained. And then what ends up happening is that all those examples are presented in our reality. And then we have evidence. And we're like, yes, it's true, Julie, because of XYZ. But having evidence doesn't make the belief true. Having evidence is just supporting the belief, and it's making it true to your reality, but it doesn't make it true across the board. Because what if things were easy? What if things can be easy? What if things don't have to be hard? Now, I know that everybody has their own perception of what is hard and their view. And so I did ask in my stories yesterday, making money, working hard equals making money. And everybody had a different perception of what working hard meant. So my question to you is, when you say something like life is hard, relationships are hard, making money equals working hard, what are each of those definitions? And are they correlated or are they different? Because if they are different, then there's an energetic mismatch here. Right? Because when you look at these beliefs, and there is a feeling that is associated to them, whatever that feeling is, whether that feeling makes you feel good, makes you feel bad, makes you feel stressed, anxious, makes you feel liberated, amazing, whatever it is. And you want to, it's coming. Give me a second. you want to look at this. You want to look at how it makes you feel, because your feelings and what you feel in your body and your intuition is going to be your guidepost for whether these beliefs are true to you or not. Because if you don't feel good about them, if there is somewhere in your body that it doesn't feel right, that something feels off about these, then this is the invitation for you to shift. If it feels good because of whatever XYZ reason and you want to continue going on life with that, by all means, go for it. I can't tell you otherwise. But if it doesn't feel good, and that's where I'm getting at, is if it doesn't feel good. And even if these beliefs feel good, but there's other beliefs around money that don't feel good, take in everything I'm telling you now anyways, because you can incorporate that into other beliefs around money, around relationships, around love. And so the minute you make that decision, you make that choice that you're like, okay, these beliefs are not my reality. I'm no longer going to create my reality. And it could be really hard because the mind can be like, yeah, but what about X, Y, Z? What about this situation? What about that relationship? What about that time where you did work hard and you worked 60-hour weeks and you ended up getting a 10% raise? Like, what about that time where you busted your ass off on Instagram and you did get 10 clients to sign in? What about this? What about that? Those are all evidence. And those evidence supported you then. Those evidence supported you at that version of yourself. But right now, this version of you is saying it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel in alignment. It doesn't feel right in my body. So you thank that past version of yourself. You acknowledge what that past version of yourself went through. You acknowledge that past version of yourself did amazing things, learned a lot of amazing lessons, went through whatever they went through, and then you tap into this newer version of you. This version that's saying, no, I don't want these beliefs to be my reality anymore. And so how do you move forward? You anchor into that. You anchor into that newer version of you. And you tell your mind that, hey, these past evidence, these things that happened in the past are in the past, but they're not alignment anymore. So they're evidence in the past. And now you're going to tell yourself, I'm going to start creating new evidence that is going to support this newer version of me. And so first thing that is the most important is to look within you. Look at how you treat yourself. How do you treat yourself? Are you compassionate with yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you create time to be with you? Do you create time for self-care, for self-love? When you get angry at things, how do you treat yourself? When you make a mistake, what do you tell yourself? When you fuck something up, what do you say to yourself? How do you treat yourself in all elements, in all the good and in all the bad? So when you do something good, what do you say to yourself? When you do something bad, what do you say to yourself? How do you parent you? How do you love you? And that is literally the point. That is it's literally that's the point. And then that ripples the fuck out. That ripples out in your relationships. That it ripples out to love for others. That ripples out to your relationship with money. The minute you start focusing on you and your own inner healing, the shit that happens around you transforms in ways you couldn't imagine. And so that is why love and money are interconnected. Because how can you fall in love with money if you cannot fall in love with yourself? How can you have a relationship with someone else or have a relationship with money that is easy and flowing when you beat yourself up and you're hard on yourself? And when you, no matter what you do, like if you do something amazing, you're just like, oh, well, you make all these excuses about circumstances of why it was amazing, but you actually don't congratulate you. Or when you do something bad, you're just like, I should have not done this. I'm going to put myself in jail and lock the key because like, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve this. So look within you first. I'm going to leave it at that. Powerful video. If you like this video, please like, share, comment. I appreciate it all. Thank you for watching. Bye.